bike won't start. Well, good morning and welcome to day 5. Tiny little bit cold last night. My legs were a bit, my calves, my thighs were a bit cold. The rest of it was fine, but definitely noticing the temperature drop, and we're not past the Arctic Circle just yet. So part of my plan was to pick up a pair of thermals, hopefully in a off-season ski sale, and maybe a pair of thermal socks. But yeah, that was planned. I had that planned. We're possibly, yeah, we have a problem with one of the bikes. It was leaking oil, as I said in the last episode. It was leaking a bit of oil, and we tried to locate it. We think we found it. It could be the gearbox, not sure. Anyway, he doesn't have the tools to really inspect it, and even if he could, there's not really much he can do. So he's going to try to bring it somewhere. I think best case scenario is there's no leak. I think there is. Look, best case scenario, they can do something and he'll stay down the bottom of Sweden and go over into the bottom of Norway, and then I'll meet him coming down. So it looks like from here on out I'm on my own. Which, don't get me wrong, I've planned, the whole idea of this trip was to do it solo, and Stephen was kind of not a last minute addition. He kind of toyed with the idea, but look, he came, and but the idea was that there's nothing on his bike I need, nothing on my bike that he needs, and so far that's the way it's been. We've no intercoms going, so like it is as if you're just driving on your own, and there's someone behind you. But to try and venture the rest of it now actually on my own is a little bit wary. I think it rules out wild camping. I just wouldn't want to risk doing that on my own. Mainly just trying to get the bike to the spots, and you know, if something happens, I think solo wild camping with a big heavy adventure bike is probably, in a country you've never been in the cold weather, is probably not a great idea. And anyway, I need to just stay safe, so I'm probably not going to wild camp. But the good news is there is thousands of campsites, and there's no one else camping. So and this is the campsite for tents. And it's just us. So yeah, so gonna tear down the tent, grab a coffee, and I might try walk over there, stick the drone up. The reception is not open till after 9, and Stephen is going to leave now and nurse his bike about an hour and a half away to a BMW Motorrad, and hopefully they'll do something. It's on the way, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop and just see what the story is, and we'll just take it from there. So, anyway, everything's nicely charged up after last night. Got to keep that Pan America plugged in. It's like owning an electric motorbike.
The bike won't start. Oh. Oh, fuck you, Pan America. What a godsend. Well, hello. I am outside Harley Davidson Ping. Hopefully I said that right. Martin, the lovely man here, is taking the bike inside to hopefully reflash the firmware update, and hopefully that will clear the issue. Big shout out to Aidan in Belfast, Harley Davidson. Emailed him this morning. I got a good response back from him, and what he told me that has to be done is the same thing Dave said. So warranty, great. Looks like Stephen's dead in the water. So the bike is currently in the shop, on the show. The bike is currently on the showroom floor. So. Software update. So just an update. Martin, absolute gent, took the bike in, gave it a full rundown, did all the diagnostics. I seem to be okay. Going to take it for a spin around the block. Might just need a larger trickle charger for night time, because it's getting quite cold. Might wrap the battery in a thermal blanket. That might help. But all good. We should be on the road. Update on Stephen, it's over for him. He could limp the bike back and just keep topping up the oil every 500 kilometers, but he can't get the plug out to do it, and they don't have a spare plug. So he's hopefully going to find out more as to whether or not he can't limp the bike back or whether he can. But yeah, from here on out, it's on my own. So yeah, a bit of poetic justice, because I always thought I was going to do it on my own, but shit just got real. Anyway, I need to find somewhere to stay tonight. I'm obviously lost a lot of time today, but we'll see what we can do. Let's go. Not really sure whether I've got a big problem in terms I might need a new battery. He kind of updated the bike. I'm gonna go for a short spin. I'm gonna call it a day. Only about 300 kilometers covered. Bike's going all right. It's only about an hour. It's only about an hour to the campsite, but I think I need to just take some time and rethink everything. Yeah. This is fucking interesting. How far do I have to go on this shit? Becky, I'm not too sure. Does this count for off-road? Fuck me. I hope there's not too much more of that. Well, welcome to Kungsgaten, another random campsite. Let's hope it's a good one. Hi, how's it going? Do you speak English? Hi, sorry about that. I just rang the number on the door of the campsite. I'm wondering if you have any spots for tonight? Yes. I'm on a motorbike, and it's just me on my own in a small tent, but I need electricity if you have anything. Oh, it's called, I'm going to pronounce this really, really wrong, Gasplatz, is it? That little spot there. 15 minutes. Yeah, of course I can. Yeah, that's no problem. I'll see you in 15 minutes. Perfect. My Swedish is no good and her English is okay, but you can't really hear me. They'll be here in 15 minutes. That was yeah, grand. So today's been an absolute disaster of a day. I don't really think I can't convey how frustrated I actually am, or I don't know, wave of emotions and thoughts, and yeah, but it just I've set up camp. I'm on my own, you know. Anyway, but I just found out the place I'm staying in just did a new shower block, and I haven't showered in ages, so I've got one change of clothes left. So I'm gonna go change, have a shower, and hopefully feel semi-normal. It's amazing what a shower can do. This is camp. I'm gonna make myself another coffee. Decaf maybe. Just to give an update on day 5, I feel great after shower. Is it day 5? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, the end of day 5. Unfortunately, Stephen's bike was kind of not fixable, so he's trying to get bits to fix it, but the delay in getting stuff fixed, he's made probably the wise choice that he'll stay further down south. Either limp the bike home, see what he can do. It is a shame that the dealers here in Sweden were not helpful. What happened to me was after the drone, I went to start the bike and it wouldn't start, and luckily I had my Nocco boost. That's the Nocco GB20 with the hardwire to the pan. As soon as I put that on, the bike started fine. So it's not the starter, something battery-ish. In a panic, I went to the local dealer. I also emailed Aidan in Belfast, Harley Davidson, and as always, on point with his advice and his answers and the speed that the man answers at. And I know he's really, really busy. Every day. It's a Tuesday, he just opened after the weekend, etc. So I'm sure he was dealing with everything. Aidan, if you ever watch these, I'm forever in your debt. Yeah, so big shout out to Martin in Linkoping dealer. I literally went in and explained what was going on. I think he knew from the outset that I kind of had an idea and that I know what's been done to the bike with all the work that's been done to prep it for this trip. He was able to, get the codes, narrowed it down, and the advice that he said to do was exactly the same advice that Aidan. So I just had that. Aidan came back first with what to do. He came back, same thing, match, just that sense check. So after that, obviously I lost, a huge amount of the day doing that. Got the bike back on the road. Had just a little niggle afterwards, and I just said, right, we'll go for a spin around the block, and if I don't come back, I don't come back. So I went around to the shop. A lot of shit running through my head, as in like, this could be the end of it, or could be over, or just a lot of worry. I rang the wife, and I just kind of explained to her. Kind of felt like I needed a hug, and I just, while I was on the phone to her, I said, look, I'll go start the bike. If it doesn't start, we've got another issue. It's a new battery, and I like, fair enough, I think Martin was, he would have sorted me out, but not there and then. It definitely would have delayed things out quite a bit. So the bike started, so she told me to go, so I went. So I did another 250k. Found this campsite online. I have to be more select with the campsites that I find, because I need power. I'm being on my own now. I pretty much ruled out wild camping. I need to have power to charge stuff, because I've lost the ability to charge stuff on my bike. Thanks, Quadlock. So I've a lot of battery banks. I have loads of battery banks, so I just need to get them charged up, and also then I have a trickle charge for the bike that I need to get that charged up. So I found this place, pulled up. I don't even know the name of it. Ekuden's Camping. I just rang the number on the door. They were closed. Got here just after 5. I don't know where she was. She couldn't really hear me. She said she'd be here in 15 minutes. She turned up, told me where to go, let me in. That was absolutely fine. I don't know if it was her husband came over with a big lead. They don't have the same camping leads that I have, so they just gave me one. So it's working anyway. I'm charging stuff up. I'm gonna have the bike on a charge all night. So in the morning that the bike starts, no issues. Don't have any problems. Going to try and drive to a campsite which is 10 minutes away from the next Harley Davidson dealer, just in case I got a problem. It's a big drive. It's going to be 8 hours. If I do that, it leaves me kind of back on track. I think at this point I've given up looking at what the weather's like in Nordkapp, because I'm going to freak myself out. If I can just get to the town that I plan on getting to, and there's a hire a car or something, but I just don't know what time I get there as to whether by the time I get there I don't have to hire a car and drive up there at midnight. I'd like to drive the next day, but I am going to be a day behind, so I have used my lifeline. I think by the time I get to there, after that, then I've got, I don't know how many days to get back. I just don't know about Norway. That's the only thing. I really don't know about trying to do long distances in Norway every day. Like if I can keep it to the 450 kilometer mark, and if that matches up all the way down, well then I'll just do that. The only problem is I'm not really seeing anything. I'm seeing it from the bike, so I'm going to try to get the mic into the helmet. I haven't managed to actually try it yet. And then the mic in the helmet, and at least I can vlog and talk at the same time while I'm driving the bike, and that will do. That will have to do. So yeah, we're fine for everything else. Cooking's going grand. Some more names being added to the flag. There's more donations coming in. I think by the time this video's come out, the donations will all be closed in anyway. So that's that. But yeah, it's just been a clusterfuck of a day. You know, I feel really bad for Stephen. He put a lot of effort in a very short space of time to get ready for this, and he's just let down by it's just a leak on a bike and no support to fix it. It is a real shame. You know, I go into a dealer, whether I had a warranty or not, he would have done what he did. You know, just yeah, no problem at all. I feel bad for leaving Stephen behind, because that's not the biker code. But Stephen knows what I'm trying to do, and he told me to go on. You know, just be safe. So thanks, bro. Yeah. I feel terrible because it's kind of like his idea. He came up at Nordkapp, and I know you're going to be watching this, Stephen. You'll get there someday. Yeah. Right. I think that's really it. The sun's beginning to go down. There's no clouds, so it's gonna get really cold. I think it's destined to be about 0 degrees. Tomorrow's looking like it could be -2, -3, and then after that, then I think about the same. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the weather as well, and keep up to date on the weather. Anyway, I'm gonna pull the laptop out, download all my footage, and try to get some sleep and plan for tomorrow. So, cheerio.